Hi everyone, it's Grace. Welcome back to my channel. In last week's video, we talked about where the top 3 institutional investors from Wall Street are controlling the home inventory as well as the rental price. You can click here to check out that video. Before we begin, remember to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell button so you get notified immediately when new videos are uploaded. Also, feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful. So today we're going to look at the latest news just released by Redfin about some surprising numbers of the composition of investors in the housing market. The national average shows that in the third quarter of 2021, 18.2% of homes in the US were bought by investors. So this is pretty much saying that 1 in 5 homes are bought by investors. This is up from only 11.2% in the third quarter of 2022. The national number in the third quarter of this year shows that it has the greatest opportunity to build home equity for investors, and it's just getting crazy. But now let's look at the detailed numbers in each housing market. Number 1, let's take a look at the 10 cities with the largest share of investor percentage. So these are the cities where at least 20% of the homes are bought by investors. Now, what does the higher percentage of investor mean? It simply means that it has the greatest opportunity for investors to build home equities. They're very popular among investors, and these cities also have the friendliest environments for investors. The largest share is Atlanta at 32%, followed by Phoenix at 31.7%, Charlotte at 31.5%, Jacksonville at 28.3%, Miami at 28.1%, Las Vegas at 28%, Tampa at 24.5%, Orlando at 23.5%, Nashville at 21.4%, and San Francisco at 20.4%. Number 2, 10 cities with the greatest year-over-year change in the shares of investors. So this second part shows the 10 cities with the most increase in the percentage of investors in the third quarter of 2021 compared to the third quarter of last year. The first one is surprisingly not Atlanta, but Jacksonville at 171%, followed by Las Vegas at 165%, Atlanta at 160%, Orlando at 148%, Charlotte at 145%, Phoenix at 142%, Miami at 129%, Chicago at 126%, Tampa at 108%, and Nashville at 106%. So these numbers basically shows that the investors more than doubled in these cities. Number 3 is the 10 cities with the most homes bought by investors in the third quarter. The number 1 city, surprise, surprise, is Atlanta again at 10,000 homes, followed by Phoenix at 9,000, Tampa at close to 5,000, Charlotte at 4,500, Los Angeles at 4,300, Las Vegas at close to 4,000, Miami at 3,800, Orlando at 3,400, Denver at 2,800, and Jacksonville at 2,800. So here's a quick logic to identify where the most investment-worthy homes are located. We see a lot of cities repeatedly make it to the top 10 in the first 3 criteria. Let's say an investor who has missed the chance to invest at the beginning of 2021, but still wants a share in these popular cities. So where is the best place to invest with a lower threshold? So let's take a look at the homes with the lowest median home value, but with the greatest year-over-year change in terms of the investor share. There are 17 cities with a median home price under $300K, but with the largest year-over-year change. And here's an interesting finding. They're all located in the East Coast, and none of them are in the central or west of the US. So in this map, the size of the circle shows how big the year-over-year change is in terms of the percentage share of investors out of all the buyers. The larger the circle, the more popular among investors. The color shows the level of median price. The redder the color, the higher the price. The yellower the color, the lower the price. And from this graphic, we can clearly see that compared to the West Coast, the East Coast has a relatively lower threshold of investment, given that the returns are equally great. Ideally, we want to look at the cities with the largest circle, but the lightest color. So let's cap the investment threshold at $300K and look for the largest year-over-year change in the share of investors. By this logic, we can find the cities that are underrated. The first is Jacksonville with a percentage change at 171% and a median price at only $253K, followed by Atlanta with 160% at $265K. and Orlando at 148% at 300K sharp. Charlotte at 145% at 295K. Chicago with 126% at 225K. Tampa with 108% change at 282K. Baltimore with 105% change at 145K. Columbus with 85% change at 206K. Fort Lauderdale with 83% change at 295K. And even Detroit sees 63% increase at the lowest median price at 73K. So you should look at both the median home value as well as the year-over-year change in a percentage of investors to determine which cities are investment worthy, with a relatively lower threshold. So I hope you find today's video useful. In the next video, we're going to talk about the cities with the most affordability in 2022. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.